I got a hot video for you guys today. We're going to be comparing the brand new Xbox Series X, Xbox's most powerful console ever created. And we're going to be putting it up against a portable, high-end gaming laptop that is also very good at productivity. Please, if you like videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Gaming Forte, and we are back with another video. And we got a spicy one, like I said here earlier. We're going to get straight into this comparison because I know you guys are really interested in it because you clicked on the video. But first, we're going to start with the laptop. We got the ROG Zephyrus S15 GX502. This thing is a beast. It is rocking an Intel Core i7-10875H processor clocked at 2.3 gigahertz with 16M cache up to a 5.1 gigahertz clock on 8 cores. We also have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super with Max-Q design with 8 gigs of GDDR6 RAM. And then let's talk about the display. Even though we are going to hook this up to an external monitor, which is running 1440p up to 144 frames per second, we do want to give you the actual specs of what this PC is going to have. So now the display is rocking a 15.6-inch full HD display at 1920 by 1080, 16 by 9 aspect ratio with anti-glare display technology. It is covering 100% of the sRGB color space, and the Adobe color space is 75.36. The refresh rate is a blistering 300 hertz. Definitely gonna be able to hit those type of numbers when it comes to 1080p. We will, like I said earlier, hook this up to a 1440p monitor so we can get like for like comparatives between this and the Xbox Series X. The response time is 3 milliseconds, IPS level display with G-Sync. So let's talk about this memory. We have 32 gigs of DDR4 clocked at 3200 megahertz. Really good for what we're trying to do here with gaming and productivity. We also have a 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe PCIe 3.0 performance at RAID 0. That's crazy too. Now let's turn our attention to the Xbox Series X, amazing console made by Xbox. And these are all the specs you're going to get with that. You have a custom 8-core AMD Ryzen Zen 2 architecture clocked at 3.8 gigahertz and then 3.6 gigahertz with SMT slapped on top of it. The graphics card is going to be another custom piece with the AMD Navi RDNA 2 type family of GPUs clocked at 52 CUs at 1.825 gigahertz with 12 teraflops of processing power. That is going to be something that's going to really give you great visuals, great fidelity, and also be able to give you that ray tracing technology that you've been wanting in these next generation titles. We also got 16 gigs of GDDR6 with 14 gigabytes at 32 megabits interface and 10 of those gigs at 560 gigabits allocated to the GPU will be 6 gigs at 3.36. And the rest will be allocated to the system memory, which is 3.5. So there's a lot of moving parts when it goes to a system of this type of caliber because you don't have really all the overhead when it comes to like an operating system that's really resource hungry and you can really just put all that stuff towards gaming. But some of the system memory is being allocated to other things so it can actually run the system perfectly well. And when it comes to the storage, we have another custom 1 terabyte NVMe SSD PCI 4 proprietary that is made directly from Microsoft. And you can also get external memory that you could plug right into the back of your system to upgrade it by a factor of another 1 terabyte, which is always cool. Cool thing about Xbox is you get a 4K Blu-ray player, you get maximum output all the way up to 8K 60 frames per second, but most people aren't going to get that because there's nothing to take advantage of it. And we are capable of 4K 120 frames per second with this. You also get ray trace audio and you also get a controller with a share button on it, which is amazingly cool. And it also has low input latency, which is very noticeable if you like playing with the standard style controllers. Me, unfortunately, I play with Elite Series 2 controllers, and I know those updates are supposed to come at a later date. So the game we are going to be testing this on is, you already know what game it's going to be, because it wouldn't be my channel if I didn't test it on this game. It's Destiny and I love it. So now we're going to get into the comparison of just Destiny on both these platforms in this video, but I want to leave some ground rules for you to know about. First, we're going to be only doing 1440p. That's because I feel like that's a great middle ground. Both of these platforms are very capable of running 4K 60 frames per second, but I want to be able to take advantage of the Xbox at 1440p 120 because not all games can run 120 and at 4K. Select games like Ori can, but games like Destiny and games like Warzone, games like that, they can only do it at 1440p or kind of lower, whereas the laptop can kind of meet any of those thresholds kind of as long as you don't max out the game, but you can meet those thresholds if you want to at 1440p. So that's what we're going to be doing in this. And like I said, we're testing Destiny. So we're doing the Xbox first. And as you can see, the Xbox version looks phenomenal. Yes, it looks really, really good. And the fact that I think when they did this massive update to the game during Beyond Light, it really cleaned up the fidelity of this game. Like you could take the film grain away. You could do a lot of things with the console version that you couldn't do before now that you're pretty much playing with the PC version of the game. The FOV slider definitely helps with the movement in the game. Makes it feel a little bit more fast. You can flick around a little bit more faster, and that's only going to get better when the next update comes out on Tuesday this week. So keep your eyes out for that. But one of the things I truly love about the Xbox is just how fast you can get in and out of maps, in and out of planets. Just moving around the solar system is so seamless compared to what it used to be on our Xbox One X's and our Xbox One S. I used to think being on the Xbox One X was so great until I played on an NVMe SSD. And that is a game changer, people. Game changer. That is literally probably the most influential things of this next generation is these hard drives that they added to this system. Yes, the PlayStation 5 has a faster one, and you could probably load 3 to 4 seconds faster depending on what the game is, and that's great. But having an NVMe period is just another step towards greatness when it comes to next generation gaming, and that's something that the Xbox has in spades. And the last thing I really want to say about just consoles in general, I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with the resolution and the performance of the Xbox Series X. This system is tailor-made to have a high-end experience for the types of games that you like to play. Warzone, Destiny, Assassin's Creed, Halo Infinite when it comes out at some point this year. All of those games are made and tailored for an experience on a console along with the high-end PC and gaming laptop. So you can't go wrong with an Xbox in your portfolio. And I think a lot of people try to have a narrative where they feel like you should just have either a console or a PC or a laptop or something like that. But it really just comes down to your personal preference. And I think the fidelity you get with the Xbox Series X, especially in this game I played, Destiny, is second to none. It's pretty much close enough to the PC version where you won't see that big of a difference. But let's move over to the PC and let's talk about the performance that you're going to see with that system. Now, talking about laptops and PC in general, a lot of you might have not noticed it, but boy, I noticed it as soon as I pick up the sticks. The game feels faster. Even running at 1440p 120, for some reason, even on this laptop right now, I'm only running 70 to 80 frames per second. It still feels faster than a console version. It's mostly due to the fact that a lot of people don't know that controller support on Destiny is very, very well optimized to the point where it feels really, really good. It's like two different games almost. They have made very good strides to make these two platforms coincide with each other when it comes to the updates and stuff. And I think that's why you're seeing a bunch of the patch stuff that's coming through for Tuesday this week when it comes to like turn radius and input device latency and everything. A lot of that's being put into the game just so consoles can kind of keep up with PC, because playing on controller on PC feels really, really good, like even better than it is playing on console. And I think it's got something to do with latency and just the speed overall. But as you can see, we got a counter in the top corner. We're running anywhere from 70 to 80, 85, 90 frames per second in certain areas. And that's phenomenal. And this is still at 1440p compared to the Xbox is running at 120 frames per second. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to test to see what frame drops we might be getting on the Xbox, if any at all. But we are playing at ultra settings, maxed out everything at 1440p on the laptop. So compared to the Xbox, we really don't know what the actual graphical settings are. It could be medium, it could be high. I'll probably settle somewhere between medium and high on that, not ultra. So we are getting a better fidelity and better picture when it comes to PC in general. But the one thing that a lot of people don't understand about PC and laptops is laptops are very expensive, especially ones like this. This is a $3,000 laptop. And shout out to my little bro, Keith Thomas. He got me this laptop and I truly appreciate him. I'm going to link his YouTube channel down in the description. He does a lot of tech stuff on there. So if you guys are interested in tech stuff, check him out. Appreciate you, bro, for the gift of this laptop, because my laptop went out and he knew I definitely wanted one because it would help with just video production and just gaming in general. And that's always a plus in my book. So, but laptops are just portable, man. You can take them anywhere. Like right now, this is hooked up to a 1440p monitor. I'm not even using a 1080p screen. So you have the Thunderbolt 3 port on here that can power a separate monitor that you could just be carrying in your backpack with you if you want to have like dual screens, you want to do screen next to screen, or you want to do just a screen that you play your games on, or just a bigger screen that you can do productivity on. A lot of us that do content creation, we go to these different events and stuff, so it's good to have just extra real estate and you can kind of carry that extra monitor with you. So that's another thing. And then laptop just gives you peace of mind. Like this laptop has a kill switch on it where you can kill the internal graphics on it to get better battery life, and then you can re-able it when you plug it up to the wall and get a performance mode where you get just the best performance out of this laptop. Running a 2080 Super is already incredible, but the form factor of the laptop, how small it is, it's like one of the smallest laptops you could ever walk around with, and that's really cool too. So you kind of got to put all of that stuff in together when you're thinking about playing on either a console and carrying it with you or a laptop and carrying it with you. The other cool thing is that Game Pass is one of the selling points for Xbox, and you can get Game Pass on your PC or on your Xbox console. This laptop comes with Game Pass in it. I already have it, so I just logged into my Game Pass account, and all of the games that I have that are Game Pass compatible on PC and console, I can play right here on this. So I don't have to take my Xbox with me. You have integrated dash with the game bar, so you could talk to your friends and stuff like that. So you're not really missing that interaction that you normally have. Sure, is it better to be natively there on a platform? I think so. But in a pinch, if you have to leave and go out of town, you can just boot up to the Wi-Fi, get on your hotspot or something, play some games with your friends, because a lot of games are cross-platform play now, cross-play and everything, cross-save too. I just think it's a benefit. So this laptop is amazing. It is. It's truly amazing. With an i7 10th gen processor in it, like I said, 32 gigs of RAM. It's twice the RAM of the Xbox. And then the graphics card by itself is just blowing away the graphics card inside of the Series X. But guess what? Like I said earlier, the experience is almost the same. It's really almost the same. So if you can afford both, that's probably the best way to go. But if you can't, pick the one that's going to help you do more things that you want to do. If you're going to be making content or content creation and stuff like that, maybe a gaming laptop, maybe a PC, depending on if you want to be portable or not. But you also, if you want to get something like a PlayStation 5 that has really good and powerful software baking potential inside of it, because shout out to King Thrash, he does all of his videos right on his PlayStation, which is amazing if you ask me. But Xbox needs to kind of step it up around that. But when it comes to just console gaming, if you're a console gamer, the Xbox is going to serve you just well. Now that we're all done with that, please, I'm looking for your opinions in the comment section. Let me know which one I did a better job at explaining to you. Was it the Xbox Series X? Was it the Zephyrus S15? I definitely want to get better at this, and I only can do that with your guys' brutal feedback and everything like that, because this is something new for the channel, and I definitely want the feedback. But let me know what you think of this video. Please, are you a laptop guy? Are you a PC guy? Are you a console guy? Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch? Where do you prefer to play your games, and how do you prefer to play them? That's definitely something else I want to know. So let me know about that in the comment section as always. And please, thanks for watching this video, and sub to the channel if you haven't. Like this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.